Okay, so my first video cut off, but I think I'm gonna just clip them together. Something little different. But I have this recipe off of Pinterest. It's 1 cup butter, 3 cups powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of strong brewed coffee, which I have extra strong espresso over there. A teaspoon of 1 tablespoon of instant espresso, and then 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So a tablespoon and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, so I'm gonna get the ingredients out and then we're gonna get to mixing. Okay, so while I'm waiting for my coffee to get made, I'm gonna go ahead and start like creaming my butter basically into here. And I have the paddle attachment on. You don't want to use the whisk attachment. It's just gonna, like, the butter's just gonna stay inside there. You know, we don't want that. We want to have creamy butter. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a cup of butter in here. And always wash your hands first. We don't want no nasty, grimy stuff in our food, especially if you're selling it. Okay. So that's 1 cup of butter, half a cup, 1 cup. And then next, we're gonna go ahead and get that up. So I'm gonna start it at a half, and then we'll move our way up if it doesn't like start creaming. Also, room temperature butter. You don't want melted butter, you don't want hard butter, you want room temperature butter. So be prepared, put your butter out before you're like, okay, let's start making buttercream. No, you gotta wait for the butter to soften. Start it at a half, and then I'm gonna go ahead and mix my coffee together. Okay, once I see that my butter is starting to get a little creamy, we're gonna go ahead and stop it and then add 1 cup of sifted powdered sugar. Now we're gonna end up adding 3 cups, but we want to start off with 1 cup because we don't want to add it all at once, if that makes sense. Okay, I have 1 cup of powdered sugar, and I'm gonna add it to my sifter. I just took off my attachment, so it wouldn't get all on the top of that and actually in with my butter. So now I'm gonna sift it in there. This allows it to get like more of a lighter texture, so it's not so dense, if that makes sense. Okay, you might be left with some of these balls. Honestly, me, I just toss them out. Nobody really cares. Okay, now I put it back at a half speed, and I'll speed it back up to 1 when it starts to clump up a little bit more, but we don't want to go too fast in this process. Patience is key. Okay, so I had some guests, but when you see that the butter is creamified, I went ahead and added my other cup of sifted powdered sugar. Now I'm gonna let this cream and then add another, just repeat the process again. And while I'm waiting, I'm gonna add some cream and sugar to the black coffee that I just made, and my shout out to the toasted yolk because their cup is so cute. So before I add my last sifted cup of powdered sugar, I'm gonna just show y'all what I'm kind of like looking at. You see how it's creamy? Nice and creamy. Now if it has chunks, just keep on mixing. You don't want it to be chunky. Do you want to eat chunky powdered sugar? Because I don't. And now that I've added my 3rd cup of sifted powdered sugar, we're going to go ahead and add it back. Put it back to a half on the speed. And then let that cream. And then we're going to start adding our coffee ingredients to get that coffee taste and flavor. Okay, now that we are back to our creamy texture, we're going to go ahead and turn it off and add in our tablespoon and teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm going to go ahead and add in our tablespoon of instant espresso powder. Okay, now we're going to turn it back on to a half on the speed setting and let that mix in. Smells good. Okay, I increased my speed to 2 because my butter decided to show its true colors when I added some liquid and showed that it is a little clumpy, but it was fully softened, so I'm just gonna help cream it up a little bit, increasing the speed. And then while that's speeding up, I'm gonna go ahead and add my coffee. It's this strong coffee. I think it's 2 tablespoons. She's looking pretty. While I'm waiting for that to whip up, I'm gonna make me a little breakfast sandwich. Even though it is 5:43, I'm hungry. Okay, scratch that. My buttercream frosting looks about ready. So I'm gonna be using a Wilton Cake 11 tip. And I'm just gonna fold this right over into my hand to use it like a grabby. And then I usually take the tip of it, fold it over, and then get a chip clip and pinch it. There we go, so that nothing will come out as I'm trying to fill it. And then I'm gonna just grab a spatula and start scooping it in. Okay, as y'all can see, it's a good coffee flavor, nice and whipped up. So I'm gonna go ahead and unpinch this. Oh, that's great. Flip this part back up and go ahead and release all that air out. Boop. Okay, now this is my first time doing this, so I'm just coming along with the ride, on the ride. All right, so I'm gonna grab one of my coffee ones, start the middle. And I don't want to fill it all the way out, because I want to cream it. And I could use more filling. Okay, so we're going to add more filling to this one. Okay, I have it like that. Now we're gonna just do a gentle press down. Oh, we made a macaron. Now this is my first time making macarons, so don't fucking judge me. Okay, great. I know my coffee ones could have been done a little better. By the time I got to the coffee ones, I was fucking tired. So, the coffee ones are a little half-assed. That's why I wanted to give it all my effort on the buttercream. I'm honestly so excited to try these. Like, even though I'm selling them, which is my money. My money, my baking, my food. I get to try it too. The fuck? So, I'm just gonna fill it all the way out, just like that. And then grab another one, gentle press down. And we got ourselves a little macaroon. I'm genuinely thumbnail. Okay, but genuinely, like, I ate with that. Okay, these are all my coffee macaroons. We're gonna move on to blueberry. And then I'm gonna have to buy more butter for coconut. But the only bad thing about this is they have to sit in the fridge overnight. But we'll try them in the morning. Okay, I know they're not edible yet, but low-key, I'm just dying to try it. I'm amazing, bro. Wow. I'm gonna wash my hands and get started on the blueberry ones because those are gonna be phenomenal too. And in case y'all were wondering, the recipe I used for the shells is in Nick's Kitchens. He's on Facebook. I don't know if he's on Instagram or TikTok or anything, but he's on Facebook. And you can even download to his newsletter, and his recipes are on there. And so I literally just went based off of everything he said on how to make the shells. And my shells came out perfect first try, so. Okay, that's all for this video. I'll post maybe like a clip tomorrow morning of what they look like and all that after they've sat in the fridge overnight. But now I'm gonna make a second video. I'm gonna make a second video so y'all can go watch that over how I'm gonna make my blueberry buttercream frosting for my filling. So go check that out. Other than that, and bakers, if you're a baker, send me all your tips and tricks. Always down for learning. You know, I'm not perfect, but that's how I do it. If y'all want to do it how I do it, if you want to send me how you do it, I'm more happy to get that. So bye, y'all have a good night. Also, let me know if y'all want a video on how I made the shells.